Hello and welcome. Today we will be taking a look at the future information needs of a subject, and we will be assessing those needs to find the relevant factors in coming to a decision or coming to multiple decisions that this subject has defined. Today's subject is named Anna. She is a college student aged 20 years old, and right from the outset she identifies that future plans and the security of those plans are very important to her. The three upcoming decisions that she has decided to highlight for us today and wants some help in coming to find factors that she should value in looking at those decisions include: will she begin preparing for and studying to take the LSAT for law school? Will she take up a family friend's offer to intern full-time in the consulting industry this summer? And finally, will she choose to study abroad next semester? How do we proceed from here? Well, we identify the pertinent factors related to each decision with the help of Anna. We then rate each factor for each decision on a scale of 0 to 7, 7 being a factor essential to the decision. Anna will be the one to do the rating 0 through 7, and we also have an outside expert who will be rating all of her factors 0 through 7. Then we will be averaging both the expert's opinion and Anna's opinion together to get a value for each factor in each decision. We will then classify these factors and we will get priority levels from the results. Anna identified 4 important factors for each decision she had to make. For taking the LSAT, she identified opportunity costs, chance of success, value to furthering career, and difficulty level. For the internship, she identified many of the same factors, including opportunity costs, furthering career, and difficulty level. She also threw in professional contacts. And lastly, for study abroad, she identified again a lot of the same factors, including opportunity costs, value to furthering career. She also identified professional contacts, which she had identified in the internship, and a new factor came about, that is, the fun. In this chart here, we can see the results of the weighting process and the mean that happened that came about from that weighting process, the range, and then the three associated terms, essential, rapid, and periodic, which we will be discussing momentarily. However, if you take a look, you can see that in the boxes underneath the columns labeled LSAT, internship, and study abroad, we have numbers 0 to 7, and those numbers are the average of the ratings given by both Anna, our decision maker, and an outside expert. Those averages are then averaged together to come out with a mean, and we also find a range. And from that mean and range, we can classify whether each factor in the decision is an essential factor, a rapid factor, or a periodic factor. So, essential factors that were identified as the result of this exercise included opportunity costs and value to career. These items have a high average importance and a small range. These items should be collected and analyzed regularly so a policymaker can assess them immediately when needed for Anna's decisions. The rapid collection and analysis set included difficulty level, fun, and chance of success. This set is on the average only slightly less important than those from the essential information set, but they have a larger range, indicating that their relevance across issues varies substantially. Finally, we have one factor under the periodic information set, and that's professional contacts. It means that this information is unimportant for most issues, but vital for a few. The items cannot justify regular data collection or analysis, but might not even be involved in detailed planning. It's important to note that there were no low priority data points for this data. So, what have we learned from all this? Well, in introspection, we've learned that this whole process of taking in decisions, finding factors that are involved in those decisions, and then rating those factors accordingly to come up with what factors are essential to the decision-making process and what factors are less essential, has allowed us to see that which factors are relevant and which factors are not relevant that we might not have known from the outset. We saw that a weighting system can and did work and was effective. We know from our analysis, we think that when the three decisions are fairly close related, as the three were, it becomes easier, and you have a lot less you have a lot less data points that have low correlation and aren't included in it because the three decisions are related, because, our fourth point, the factors are easier to come across and have in common for the three different decisions, and the four different factors for each decision tend to overlap, which helped us a lot in coming to conclusions where we identified essential factors as well as rapid factors.